A key figure in the House of Savoy in the 13th century, Peter II was a high-profile diplomat, a great builder, and a visionary conqueror who laid the foundations for an ambitious state of Savoy. Peter II was born in 1203, the seventh son of Count Thomas I of Savoy. Peter II was not, in theory, expected to become Count of Savoy, as there were several boys in line before him. In fact, he quite traditionally took holy orders, becoming a canon in Aosta and Lausanne. His influential family enabled him to obtain positions in the church. On his father's death, the young man gave up the church and married Agnès de Forcigny, the principal heir to the de Forcigny lands and some other areas on the north shores of Lake Geneva. 2 years later, Peter of Savoy seized the opportunity of his niece's Eleanor's marriage to King Henry III of England to join her in London, where he became personal advisor to the king, a knight of Westminster Cathedral and the Earl of Richmond. In 1242, Peter of Savoy took part in the war in Guyenne, now French Aquitaine, alongside Henry III of England. As a reward, the king granted him large sums of money that allowed him to finance his building projects in Savoy. A great lord, although he still did not hold the title of count, Peter often bought what he could have obtained by arms. Through acquisition, allegiance, and inheritance, he rose to become the head of a vast estate around Lake Geneva, and inherited the Chablais region from his brother Amadeus IV. He extended his domination and protectorate to surrounding areas, including Bern, which he enlarged and defended against the lords of Kyborg. His many journeys completed his training. He realized the importance of keeping accounts for the administration of his lands. A great builder, Peter had the town of Yverdon and its castle built in 1260. When Peter of Savoy arrived, 15 projects were running at the same time. In this region, the Pays de Vaud, which needed to be controlled, it was a case of building quickly. So the most effective method was chosen. And the most effective method was size. You showed that you were there. Aesthetics was seen only in pleasing proportions, as you can see, in castles like Yverdon or Morges, which were built from scratch. In 1263, at the age of 60, Peter finally became Peter II, 12th Count of Savoy, following the death of his nephew, Count Boniface. The ruler thus reigned over a veritable estate that extended from Lake Bourget to Lake Geneva and Lake Neuchâtel. The new count made Chillon his main residence. From 1259 on, he had a whole series of works carried out on the fortress for defensive purposes, and also to make it a more pleasant place to live. Peter II of Savoy died in Pierre in the Aisne in 1268. Like many other rulers of the Savoy dynasty, he lies in the Abbey of Hautecombe, on the shores of Lake Bourget. He was succeeded not by his daughter, but by his brother Philippe. Peter II will go down in history as one of the greatest counts of Savoy, a builder and visionary who laid the foundations of the Pays de Vaud as we know it today.